Hi! Woohoo! Woohoo! That was weird. Whatever. Here we are in the forest and back. I took a vacation for a week and I feel like my process got totally backwards and I had so much resistance to make this video. But here we are and here we go. And I would like to talk about a little download when I was in the airplane. In the airplane, sometimes these kind of ideas come like in the best way possible, and I'm still exploring it. And it feels like there is a correlation between the inner masculine, inner feminine, inner child. I see it as a triangle, our inner trinity, our inner family that is creating this trinity. So what does it mean? Inner masculine means the logical, the pusher, go-getter, the one that is a hunter, one that creates direction, big picture, visionary. It wants to know. So there's a lot of intellectual energy in the inner masculine, and there is competition. A lot of the world is governed by the mind. I see it very much correlated with the inner masculine. Did I say mind? I was talking about inner masculine. You see, that's how much I am correlating them. And we are a lot of times so mental, so much in the inner masculine, which is nothing bad. But if you only use one piece of tree, then there will be imbalance. Let's go to the other ones and see how it feels. The second one is inner feminine. In my example, it will be the body. Inner feminine has this character of nurturer, creator. It is the pull, magnetizing energy. There is the elegance and beauty there. There is the attention to details. There is the gatherer. She is more in the chaotic and swirling. Chaos is okay for her. And she's also about pleasure. Pleasure through sensory experiences. Pleasure through the body. And if somebody is only navigating their life through the inner feminine, maybe they will be in this space of only going after the pleasure. Very chaotic, nothing organized, all the time swirling. Very nurturing, but at the same time going only after pleasure. So there is just body. Body is very priority in this, but there is no mind and there is no soul. They need more direction, right? They need more vision. They need to see the bigger picture because probably they are getting lost in the details. So that is the inner feminine. That is like a imbalanced version of inner feminine, let's say that. And that is the body. And there is the soul, there is the inner child. Inner child is this curious, pure essence that is here to play, that is here to discover. It's very naive. It has no bad intention at all. It is just the purity, the embodiment of purity. Imagine that. So inner child is going to want to play. Take everything lighthearted. There is nothing serious, and it will run around, play around. It will want to laugh. It will be very fun and laughter, sense of humor, curiosity, novelty, freshness. All of that is going to come from the inner child, the soul. Why is that? Because it is the essence. It is the essence that is wanting to expand. Children want to grow up. They want to expand. So imagine it like that. And children are the masters of flow. They are the masters of adventure, curiosity, new ideas, like effortless creating. The soul without mind and body, it will be very naive. Maybe imagine it like a child without mother and father. It's like a little cosmic orphan, feels like a lost soul. Because of this, of course, as I am talking, it is like this extreme versions or maybe the imbalanced versions of all of this. But once we have all of them together, working together, they are complementing each other. And once you have the mind, body, soul working together, inner masculine, inner feminine, inner child, working together, then your inner family is happy. It will feel like such a complete place to be. So how can we do that? That comes to the question. It feels like to do that, we need to know the mind, the body, the soul. We need to know where we are navigating from. There is like a whole scale of different rates of each of these energies. So I'm just giving you a little bit personified versions of this. But when you feel, maybe I would like more of the inner child practices that will also expand the soul. Maybe I need to connect with my body more, take care of my body, nurture my body, experience sensory experiences, like go for a massage. Like it's always like this picture in the mind whenever you say, you need to self-love and self-nurture and self-care. I'm taking a self-care day. And what I see is going to the spa with the cucumbers on the eyes and resting. This is such a bodily feel, right? Maybe something in the body needs to rest and rejuvenate and feel pleasure just for feeling pleasure. The mind, when it takes over, it just tries to solve everything, be the provider for the body and the soul, and it is just too much on the mind. Mind doesn't have any bad intention. It always does its best. But the glitch in the mind is based on our program. We got this social code as we are born. Our mind starts to be programmed. And when our mind is programmed, we are making all the decisions based on the past, also seeing from others, because the mind always wants to make sure it is using something that will work, because mind is very genius. It doesn't want to waste the energy. So if there is something already somebody tried and solved, mind will want to go to that direction. In this case, if you are a very mind-heavy person, it will be really good to have somebody who already mastered the state that you want to be in. A mental state, a state of life, may it be wealth, health, relationships. You want to have a guide that already mastered it. But again, it will not be enough on its own. We need to embody it. Because I can go to all of the masters classes and I can listen to all of the guides and teachers, but if I am not embodying it, if I am not using it in my life, and if I am not experiencing it for myself, then it means I don't know it. There will be things that are guiding you, but at the end of the day, you need the wisdom of the body. You need the inner feminine. I think I missed something very important in the inner feminine. It is intuition. It is the body wisdom, the instinct that's very feminine. When we are knowing that and feeling that and asking the guidance of heart, then we can know, okay, because there will be options and you need to make decision at one point. Creative people do this all the time. You have to make creative decisions all the time during the process. If you are drawing, for instance, will this line be blue or will this line be red? So it is like Matrix. Are you choosing the blue pill or the red pill? So during the creative process, we are all the time choosing some pills. And there is nothing wrong with any of the options. The worst option is to choose nothing. But to know what is resonating in that moment, just feel in the body. Body can really complement the decisions together with the mind. It gives the attention to the details and it will feel the resonation. And the soul, that's something that we forget a lot of times, to connect with the inner child. At one hand, I feel it is very easy, because if you forget about that, just look at children and look at them with the eyes of teachers, because they are. I have the feeling the reason some people have children, because they are the teachers. They also come to remind the inner child and your connection with the inner child. The inner child is super pure and it wants to play, it wants to discover, it wants to just experience everything from a new perspective. It doesn't have any social conditioning. We don't want to forget about it. Inner child has so much creator energy. It is carrying all our creative gifts. Inner child will be the one that whatever you do, you just do with so much expansion and forgetting about the time. So when we are very overwhelmed with our life because we think like nothing is working, there is the mind being frustrated. There must be something missing, either in the body or in the soul. So there must be something that is disconnected from the inner child, from the soul, from the essence of you. And there must be something that is disconnected from the body. So the solution, a lot of times, to figure out what would work for you and to take just a little step towards that. So if you feel like you're so mental, are you moving enough or dragging your body from one place to another because you need to get done all the other 25 things? Are you only doing things that are duty-like? Because the inner masculine is a warrior and he will want to fight. He will want to fight, he will get frustrated, he will get angry, he will get aggressive, he will try to protect and guard itself and the current situation. He will also be very judgmental. So it is very warrior energy. There are like a conflict there. So if it is the only thing that you are navigating from, what is this amor, por favor? What is this amor? Amor. Yeah, that was my fake accent. I don't have an accent in Spanish. So whenever the inner masculine is the only one that is navigating life, that we find ourselves in the mental space, and everything in life is a lot of times pushing us to that direction. Feels like there is a hidden hierarchy there. So all the other things that are nurturing, that are sensory or that are artistic, they are kind of serving instead of leading together with the inner masculine, the mind. Having a sharp mind is an amazing gift, but like use your mind overly, underuse the body, underuse the soul, underuse all of that other gifts. Let's say each of these are 33%. So you are just managing the life from the 33%. 66% is just not acknowledged. They are not loved. They are not accepted, not appreciated as much. To know that makes it feel like, okay, now I know I can maybe change the situation. So how to change the situation? Take a walk with me. Maybe we should just do some live sessions and take a walk together and just chat live. That would be awesome. Take a walk, move, do any somatic experiences. Remember, what would you love to do when you were a child? Would you love to draw or paint? They're kind of similar to each other, but anyway. Would you love to sing? Would you love to dance? Would you love to just go into nature and discover? So what you really loved when you were a child. And you need to just do more of that. But not only think of doing that, it is not the same thing. You need to do that. You really need to give yourself at least 5 minutes. If you say, oh, girl, I don't have time. The reason that you don't have time is you neglected these parts. How I know it is also, I did it too. So we have to give the space to ourselves to nurture, to have pleasure of life, to have the zest for life, to feel our emotions, our intuition, our instincts, to receive the light-hearted, curious, funny, playful side of us, and to not disconnect from this part. Maybe it would make you remember your connection with your inner child, to be around the child and just observe them. Maybe it would help you to do that day with the cucumbers in the eyes and spa and massage, I don't know. So you will know it. It doesn't matter if you know it until you do it. You just need to take the time for it, schedule it, even if it is for 5 minutes. And watch the rest of the life, because everything else will also unfold into its place when all of these energies are balanced in their way. So if it makes sense, just let me know. If it doesn't make sense, also let me know. But I have the feeling it totally makes sense at some points for sure. Always take it with your own filter, as I said. Thank you for diving into this with me. I feel like today was not easy to record, but I did it anyway, and it is what it is. I feel way better. This is like such a healing. Just to push record button and go with it. It is such a healing. It feels very calm and calming to do it anyway. Yeah, let's take another step and another one and another one. Thank you for being in this journey with me. Love you.